Oh, hi, Erica. Long time no see. Okay. Does it sound better, like, in the stream now? I assume everything sounds all right. Hello. Hi, Boots. You hear background noise. What if I do the gain thing? No, that's all the way down. I hear traffic. But I didn't change anything. You can hear traffic now? Oh. Okay. Is Salad able to come to the stream? Does I want them to be? Oh, I guess they're like probably doing their test or whatever now, huh? So wait a little bit to start. People come in and we can watch my animation. So it's like a collab animation. We're like supposed to like have a bunch of people do stuff, like little videos, and it was going to be like a. From what I can remember him talking about, it was supposed to be like a TV that you could like flip through the channels, and hi Jade, hi, and it was like flip through the channels, and like there were all the only theme was that everything had to be bunnies, like all the characters had to be bunnies and stuff. So like this, because it's like his thing. This is Derek Achoy, by the way. Smiling Ribs, Posy Pics, those are like all his projects. He's like at Derek Achoy on Twitter, and he's originally from like the Can of Nothing. This is like a Canadian kind of sketch comedy thing with him and like his two other friends, and he did like Trashimation Pokemon, if you've ever seen that, which really really funny series. So yeah, that's where I met Derek through that old project, and he hit me up one day. He wanted to do like a collab piece, which with like the whole bunnies and things. So this is my piece. It was like a skateboarding bunny, like skateboarding, like going through town and doing stuff. And Frico, she shows up here. She probably won't be in this stream because she's like in German time, so it's probably like really really early in the morning with her. But she did the music to this piece, to our part of the collab. So I guess I'll get started here and go to display capture. Yeah. And let me see, how the hell do I get it to go to the other monitor? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is made in the program Blender, which is a free 3D modeling program. Like everything here is a 3D model. It looks flat because it's like the way like the texturing and lighting is done. But yeah, I'm going to turn off my mic and we can watch this a few times. It's kind of short. It's only like 42 seconds. So I'll mute myself and like play it a few times. And then afterwards, I'm going to bring up the project file and we can like look at all the 3D models and like the setting and like see all the props and stuff and like how I made it. We can like explore that. Right now we're just gonna play this real quick. Can everyone see it? Yeah. Okay, cool. It just kind of like abruptly cuts out, but it's supposed to like loop seamlessly, and I don't think she was able to like make it where the music loop, but the animation loops. So it's supposed to be like this animation that just like loops endlessly until the viewer clicks the button and then like goes to someone else's little animation project. So I'm gonna play it again because it's like so short. Yeah, this is probably like the biggest animation project I've ever done since like that Lego animation, which I think only Erica has seen. This took me a few months to make, and I'm gonna go to. Let me see. It's my face. Let's go back to my face. Oh, I have to turn the display capture on. Okay. See, I'm gonna go through the project file and show like all the props and all the little designs that I made for the storefronts. Let me just clean up the windows. I haven't opened GIMP or Blender in a long time. Turn off display. There we go. Now you can see me and the thing. Okay. So here's the character. Like all these are like the rigs, the like animation rigs. So like if you've ever done any like 3D modeling or Blender, you get like the 3D model is like attached to the rig, and it's really, oh, what's going on? Oh, this is like the part that I hate the most, is trying to get the model to adhere to the armature or rig and have it bend where it's not like, I don't know, like clipping through each other. Like, see how like her like arm is going through her shirt and everything, and it's just a big nightmare to try to get all the weight painting right, so it just like deforms properly and doesn't have like weird effect to it. Let me see, is this the, no, that's the anchor. Where's the, yeah, so here we've got like inverse kinematics, so like her legs will just bend according to like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically like you can like move your arm like from the shoulder, and that would be like regular kinematics, so you have to like move the shoulder, move this part of the arm, and like inverse kinematics, you just have like, you move your hand and like the rest of your arm follows with it. It's like that makes it a lot more easier to animate with. So like, I don't know why I'm like doing a crash course on 3D animation, but yeah. So anyway, here's the character. She's got a little, kind of more like a punk kind of goth look to her, and I try to make her like a little girly. So I wanted to just be like maybe like a teen kid maybe, but like all the character models are the same size, so it's kind of like forced perspective where like she looks a little smaller, and the board is really too big for her. I think it gets up to like her shoulder, but I made the board like proportional to her size, and it just looked weird to look maybe like too small. So and just like a little design on the bottom of the board. And this is like a new thing that I like learned how to do as I was doing this project, which is the grease paint or grease pencil thing in Blender, which is like new to Blender, recent edition, where you can like paint like vector stuff. I think these are actually polygons. So like all the oh, this is the end of the whole scene, and like this is like where the animation starts and where it ends, but this whole thing starts over here. So like it's just like a mirror almost with like the bunny in the car. So here is the where's the timeline? Okay, bring her back to the beginning. Oh, holy shit. Okay, what happened? I don't remember how to control this program. Okay. Sorry if you get all nauseous from like me moving the camera like that. Fuck. I keep forgetting this is like one object. This whole scene. There's a little crossing sign with little bunny ears. And like so I made the bunnies and I made the car separate, and I didn't think at the time like how are they going to fit in the car if they just have these big ears sticking up all the time. And I thought like making the roof of the car like make it like this tall so the bunny's ears could fit in there, but it just kind of looks stupid. So I just like cut holes in the roof. That makes more sense, right? Just have a hole in your roof. And I don't know. Yeah, this is just like all flat. I guess you would call it cell shading. Where it's not even like a texture. It's just like I'm painting on the polygon. So like this polygon just paints this color. There's no like UV unwrapping or anything. It's just a lot easier to do it that way. The only UV unwrapping that really are on the bunnies. If I can like show that maybe. The shader editor? No. UV editor? Is that what it is? Oh, so like here's the palette I use, and I just kind of like dragged the polygons into the color I wanted, and did it a lot faster that way. And the image editor? No. Oh wait, it's up here somewhere. No, I forget how to do this. Oh, I fucked her up. Or him. I don't remember. I just added... Oh, no. I think I added eyelashes to some of the bunnies, because like that's how you tell if it's a girl bunny or boy bunny. Because that's how the world works, right? Let me see. I forget how to do this. Anyway, so you would just have to like paint on the bunny. Yeah, but fuck it. You don't need to know that. Let's just look at the scenery. This is supposed to be... Oh, it's not going to show up because it's not in render. Here we go. A flower shop. So made a flower design on there. A flower pot. Some like bags of dirt. Oh, so yeah. So this is like the new thing. The grease pencil. You can like do a little drawing. Is this gonna be able to? Yeah. And this is just like a flat polygon, but you can draw. And that's really... It's kind of annoying. Like it took a while to get used to and figure out how to get it to work. But I really used it just like to get all kinds of little designs and representations of like what the store sold. Here you can do little carrots. I think, does it say? I think these are oranges, I guess. I think I named, yeah, oranges, tomatoes, some more carrots. I don't know if rabbits eat oranges. Probably not, so I don't know. I tried to think of like things that rabbits ate, and I maybe should have made some cabbage. That would have made more sense. Now that I think about it. It's a little shopping bag bunny. A little bag of whatever with her. Let me try turn off the armature. And like these are kind of like modular, where they're just like the same body shapes, except some of them have like the female texture or the male texture, and then like the clothing is kind of just like what's gonna fuck it all up because it's connected to the armature, but like they're connected to the armature, like specific bones. Like this bag is connected to the bag bone, and the shoes are connected to the foot bone. And I can just like design outfits, so I just have like a bunch of clothing items that I can like put on the characters, and it'll just adhere to the NPC clothing. Here we go. So I wonder if I can. Oh, where's the other bunny that I was like? Is it this one? Yeah. So this is the one that like has all the clothing on it, just like when I was modeling the clothing. And where are all these held? Blouse. Business shirt. Yeah. Okay. So I can just like turn these all off and look at these one at a time. Yeah, here's a naked bunny except for the shoes. Where are the shoes at? Oh, shoes. Okay. So like I can put, let's see. Oh, it's not showing up. What happened? Is it not this one? Oh, here. Yeah, okay. So like these are the clothing on the skater, so I don't want to look at that. These are the NPC clothing. I can have like the blouse, business pants, business shirt. Now we got a business bunny. Or we can have like, let's see, give her some pumps, maybe. Let's see, short pants. And what did we give her? Where's the long skirt? There we go, the long skirt. I think this is, yeah, this is what the bunny that had the groceries, I think, was wearing. Instead of that, let's give her. But yeah, you understand what's like happening, right? So we can like create little outfits. Let's turn the blouse off. Just have this shirt instead. Instead of the skirt, we can put the short pants. And now it's like a more casual kind of summer-looking outfit. And here's like another little bunny in a car. This is like the hardware store. Light bulb, hammer, wrench. There's a little bakery, and this is like she's sweeping the front there. She's got a little choker on. She's the only bunny that has a choker. She's got her little animation, which is so weird stuff happens when they're not in frame. Here we go. She starts the go into this mode so that she's not freaking out. Just kind of like sweeping. Well, she kind of gets all surprised that she like just skates right on by her. Little dumpster back here with some buckets. Little wooden board. I guess like the style that I'm going for was kind of inspired by the what is it called? The Untitled Goose Game. Just like the whole style have it just like, I don't think there's any shading in the game. It's kind of just all flat lighting and no real textures. It's kind of just flat colors, and that's like what inspired me for this art style here. Like if I wanted to like imply that it was a little dark or that there was like shadow, I just made it like a darker color. And here's the outside. So this is like a little Easter egg too. I put like a little fluffy bunny cloud in here, kind of like a reference to Avatar: The Last Airbender, when they go to the town that has the fortune teller, and like the fluffy bunny cloud is supposed to be like harbinger of doom or something. I just like snuck that in there. I don't know. Well, like you all know that it's there, but it goes by so fast you probably can't really tell. Like this is how fast it goes by. wouldn't normally see that, I guess. And it's kind of obscured by the branches there. So now here we have the coffee shop. And we have like these two bunnies. And why are they naked? I guess I should turn all the clothing back on. Because I guess it's like the clothing on the bunnies. There we go. And they're just sitting there until she comes in the frame. And then take a drink. Whoa! And this one's like throwing some trash in the dumpster. Got a little apron on. The faces... Yeah, so the faces won't animate in this view, but it's easier to see things. So we can just like... Okay, so they're just like smiling. This one's closing their eyes when they drink. And then she comes by and they're all surprised. And you can like animate like what the textures are showing. Like you can go from this texture and then flip it to this texture. And that's kind of like how I did the expressions or the blinking. And you'll see like, I think when she lands this manual. Well, she like blinks throughout the whole animation, and that's kind of like how I did it. Just flipping the textures. We probably don't need to see that. But here's like a little bookstore. Here's like a little art store, little rainbow kind of awning, little palette. Like all the doorknobs are different too. I try to make the doors different as well. This bunny's just like sitting there looking at her phone here. Got a little bunny phone. Oh, I put something on the back too? I forgot. I put a little carrot on the back of the phone. Oh, that's so fucking cute. I forgot I did that. Oh, you can't even see it. Just like a little unnecessary detail that I just wanted to add. And she's just looking at her phone, and then as the... I don't have a name for her. I thought maybe like Trixie or Carol or something. I don't know. I don't have a name for her yet. But she just like comes by here and does like a little... Is that a nose slide? Yeah, a nose slide. It scares her. I thought about having it where like she like throws her phone and it just like goes flying or something. It just terrifies her. A little either thrift store or consignment store. The little dresses on mannequins, the chair, a little boom box. I'm really proud of all these little storefront designs I made. Look at the fire hydrant here. Yeah. And okay, so did I do it? Yeah, that's the same phone. Yeah. It's like the little clouds here are the silly cityscape are also the grease pencil. They're just like the flat drawing like I was showing before. And let's see. Here's the post office. I think there's like two models of cars. It's these two little cars, little sedan and little, I don't know, hatchback maybe. And I thought about like putting like little designs on the license plate too, but you don't see them, so there probably wasn't a reason to do it. Even though I did the logo on the back of the phone, you don't see that. Little mailboxes. I thought putting like a little bunny design on there or something instead of like the eagle, but I didn't. A little envelope, a little postage stamp with the little whatever that thing is called that you like get the stamp stamped to show that it's like been processed or delivered or whatever. I don't remember if this is a kickflip or a heel flip. And I tried to like do the movements like accurately. So like she kicks it in the direction there. It's probably not that accurate. I was never able to do any of these tricks. I couldn't even like ollie. Okay, now we go into the pizza store or shop pizza parlor. And this bunny has like some pizza here. I guess I didn't make a whole pizza. I just made the box and the cup, and as she skates by him, he just like takes a bite out of his pizza. Oh, that's cute. He'll chomp down it. Oh. Picnic table, a little trash can there, and then here's the arcade. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, this is the particle for the sparks. Can you see it in this mode? Yeah, so like the little particle sparks, that it's just like taking this little shape here, this little oh, what is it called? Subdivided a cube. It's like made a little, I don't know how many sides are on there. How many faces? Where does it say that? I forget. It doesn't matter. Fuck, why am I talking about that? Anyway, just taking that shape as a reference and just like using the little particle system to create a bunch of little randomly sized tiny little clones of that shape and like emitting it from these planes here, which are just like not even attached to her board until up to this part where they just start following the board along as she grinds this rail here, emitting these particles for little sparks, and they just sticks there on the rail. Little joystick, some lightning bolts. I think this one I struggled with the most because I don't know. I wanted to do like maybe like Space Invaders, but like they had like bunny ears or something. I don't know. That probably would have been cooler. But I just wanted to make it a little more generic. I didn't want to have any like text or anything, so it could be more universal. So it could be like seen in other languages, and like it could be like anywhere. It could be any small little town. And then this is the end of the animation. If we like go here and go back to the beginning and like see how it, except I don't know why she's doing that, but it's like a seamless transition between this and this. Except the clouds are different. I think like the grease pencil animates on different frames. So like if we just stay here and animate it, I think it like changes. Yeah, see how this moves over? And that's really annoying that the grease pencil, like you want to like, oh, I want to see it when it looks like in frame when the camera's over here. So you bring it over to when the camera's over there and you draw it there, but like then when you scrub through here, it's going to change. So this is kind of like their version of like doing like in-betweens. And I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to like stay exactly the same throughout the whole animation. So you have to draw everything on the same frame. Because if you like change the frame and add something else to the drawing, it's going to think like, oh, well then on this frame it's going to be that drawing, and on the previous frame it's the previous drawing. And that was really frustrating when I was trying to figure out how to do this grease pencil thing. I don't know if like this trash can ended up being in the animation, but this is like a little different trash can. Let's see, where's all the other stuff? Like these are all like the assets that as I was modeling them. The fire hydrant, little bush, the newspaper box. I don't know what to call it. Oh, it does have like a little. Where's the drawing? There it is. Yeah, and the little newspaper on the front, little headlines or whatever. Fire prize. I'm trying to think of other cool stuff that happened in here. Show like the little coffee mug. Yeah, just all simple, low poly stuff with very simple texturing. Umbrella. Yeah, does anyone have any like questions about the animation or like how I made it? Anything like that? Show these like different layers to the thing here. And it took me a while to figure out how the masks work too. See how like this is like masked off because of that shape is. I don't remember how to do this at all. So I would have to like watch another video to if I wanted to do something like this again. That's pretty much all I had. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know much about animation either. Like, it took me a while to like get the timing. I think the animation still isn't like as fluid as it could be, snappy as it needs to be. It's maybe like a little too slow. I don't know. And she could be like, I don't know, do some like idle animation between the pumping and the other stuff. She just kind of like stands still for a bit sometimes. I just try to have like movement in the scene at all times, either if it's like the characters in the background or if it's her moving. Just something to look at all the time. A lot of detail, and this is like the most complicated scene I've probably ever made in animation software. All the little props, all the characters, all these armatures animating. Probably took me like a few months to like make everything, the scenery, and do all the animation. The animation took a long time, just trying to get the like the ollie to look right, and just like where her feet needed to be. Let me see. Yes, I try to make it like accurate to like actual skateboarding. Like you want to snap the tail down and then like bring your front foot forward to like bring the board up with you. I don't know. It's probably like as accurate as like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Maybe like the earlier games, because now they'd like do motion capture for it all. I don't know if like the first games were like hand animated or if they were also done with the motion capture. But I'm sure like they're very accurate now. Yeah, I don't. Is there anything else I can show? The inside of the car, just the steering wheel. Show the whole thing at once. See this little 1, 2, 3 blocks. It's 3 city blocks. And I had some more stuff that I think I wanted to make, but I ended up not doing. Let me check the project notebook. I have these notebooks that I keep for all my projects. Let me see. Yeah, so here's like the concept drawings of the bunny character. I try to make her like a little more punk initially, with like little skull designs, or maybe like a checkered skirt, or maybe like some kind of like fishnets or something. But I wanted to make her a little more childish looking and a less detailed. Do I have any like? Yeah. I guess I don't have. Oh, I originally had it where she did Mongo pushing, which is like, if you're not familiar with skateboarding, like this is normal style, with the front foot is the left foot, and Tony Hawk skate goofy footed, which is the right foot in front. But because she's going left or right, well, she's got to be like where we can see like her front, so she's going to be normal foot. But I wanted to like her initially do Mongo pushing. Like this is normal pushing when you push with your back foot. And Mongo is when you push with your front foot. So your back foot stays stationary and you like push with your front foot. Which is, I don't know, a little more niche for skateboarding, but I don't remember if I actually ended up animating it and it just looked weird. So I kept it where she like pushed normal. Okay, so all the stuff, I did pretty much all of the things I wanted. The things that I didn't do, I wanted to do like a pharmacy, and I made to do like a little water fountain kind of like stuff, maybe a bus stop, a phone booth, a bike rack. So like some other things I had on this list. I did pretty much everything else though. Bakery, the bookstore, the coffee shop. Oh, Jungle Gym, I was going to do like a little playground or something. I didn't do that either. I don't know, just, I guess the bike rack. Yeah, I wanted to like have things where that she could like interact with, and she would just not like just skating through the city, just like pushing her way through it. I wanted her to be like grinding things or ollieing over things. I don't think there was anything that she ollied over. I think the bike rack would have been something that she could ollie over. Here she's manualing on this ledge here, and she's grinding on these planters. I thought, well, if the planters are a good idea, I'll just put planters everywhere and it'll like give a little variance to the scenery, like some greenery. It's something that I can repeat through the whole city. So there's 2 planters to like the little ledge there, and then she does the kick flip / heel flip over this little staircase here, and then she grinds that rail there. I guess maybe the Jungle Gym could have like given her something to grind on. I wanted her to grind. Does she? No, I wanted her to grind on the fruit stand too, but then she like does another same trick. It would have been like a board slide or a no slide on that, and she ended up doing it on the planter, so I thought it would be a little too repetitious to do that, so she just skates by it. So it was either like she skated by someone that reacted to her skating by, or she was doing tricks on something, just to like keep the movement going where it's just, there's stuff happening. I had like lots of notes, just like things I needed to do, to figure out, to make better. Like here I need to make sure all the doorknobs are in the right place. Some things I didn't check off, I forgot to do. The crossing signal sign with the little bunny ears. Fix the UV textures where the seams and the polygons, like where it was unwrapped, needed to be like, the seams needed to be painted over so they're more seamless. More cars and mailboxes. Arcade rail has gaps. Just like, you know, watching all of the passes every time I would render out the animation, and then I would see something that bothered me, so I made a little note like I need to fix that, I need to move this over, I need to I don't know, this is the wrong color, stuff like that. And then it came down to I needed to add more details, I needed to tweak the animations, I needed to like add sounds, I needed to add the music, need to change the volume of a certain sound effect where it was just a little too loud or you couldn't really hear it. Yeah, there's one more of a to-do list there. I like making notes. I'm like keeping track of like everything I need to do. I love making notes, checklists. Just like an unrelated thing, like here's like I'm keeping track of like what fonts I'm using in the project and which fonts are copyright free, and you can use it for commercial stuff. And then I'm taking notes in Erica's stream with the numbers with her notes. I've got like three notebooks now, just full of stuff. Here's some things I haven't started yet, or things that I've given up on. All these little projects that I was working on. And yeah, go ahead. That one is probably not interesting. But yeah, so that's pretty much the animation here. That's really all I have to talk about, I guess. Just like look at the stuff some more. Oh, this is I believe this is like a texture. Yeah, so this isn't like, I didn't like model this out. It's like a flat, yeah, polygon with just a texture on it. So let's see, shader editor, yeah. So I can pretty much change, like make it a lot bigger, make it a more finer mesh, and this is just like a what do they call that? I forget. Just like a generated texture. This is called the brick texture, and normally if I just like put brick texture, like this is what it looks like in stock, just like the texture itself. Yeah, and then you can like change the colors and everything, but I like changed the sizes. I made it like diagonal. This would have like a diamond shape to it. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. I'm just gonna like undo all this because I don't know what the fuck I did. Oh, who dat? Oh, Nico is hosting me. Thank you, Nico. Yay, art. I'm pretty much done with the art part, I think. I guess I'll play my animation again just so like you can see it. I'm gonna need to like take some time with this program and like relearn it, because oh yeah, Sally, you haven't seen it, have you? Okay, I'm gonna like what do I need to do for it? Display capture. Okay, I'm gonna play the animation again and like exit out of Blender, and I'm gonna go to my face because maybe you don't want to see my crowded desktop. Oh, okay. Okay, back to... Yay! Here we go. Back to the animation. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna mute myself. Okay, here's the animation. Do the animation. I'm gonna play it again and turn it down a little bit. So like the music is by Freakochet, which I met on Twitter. I met her on Twitter through Derek. Just like introduced me to her for this project. And we got paired together, and I guess I like told her like wanted like kind of like chiptune music, kind of inspired by like, I don't know, a Game Boy game or something, and that I also did the sound effects for like a Game Boy game too. Yeah, definitely. Like I love all the little bunnies that I made, all the little NPCs. I guess it's supposed to be like a video game, I guess. Like a side-scrolling, kind of like skateboarding game. And I wanted to have like maybe like little things pop up. Like, like, oh, 10 points, 5 points, or whatever, ollie, or just a little, like a little video gamey thing popping up, but I didn't do that. What determines the speed of her going right? So it's just like, I think the camera is like connected to her armature or something, like the little, oh, you know what, cancel. So I'll just like go to the camera. I think the camera is parented to, yeah, to her mesh, I guess. Or maybe it's the anchor? Yeah, so it's parented to the anchor. And it's pretty much just the beginning of the animation is like here. And then it like puts a little, I don't know what to call it, little timestamp thing there. Oh, let me get my face back on. There we go. Hi. Hi, Salad. Hi, Erica. Hi, Nico. Everyone else. I don't know who else is here still. So yeah, so like this is like where this is and this part of the animation. And then like at the end, the camera is like over here. So I guess like the length of the animation, the length of the whole thing is determined of how fast it goes. So if I like made the cartoon longer, then she would be slower. If I made it shorter, then it'll be faster. I guess I could do that. That would be a little more complicated, I think. The camera just kind of like... Does the camera move up at all? Yeah, so the camera does move up a little bit. It's like... Yeah, so let me see. Is it... Is it this? I forget. There's like something that like makes it go... Like the straight line that goes... Is it... let me see. The graph editor, I think? Yeah. So like this right here is like the camera moving left to right. And it's just like one continuous speed. And it just like bumps up when she goes over the curves sometimes. So the camera shifts up a little bit to like keep her in the same place throughout the whole thing. Like she's always just like in that part of the screen no matter where she is. I think like, okay, it's like there, she like goes a little higher up. But like here, it's following this anchor. So like the board and her are going up away from the anchor, but otherwise they're just always a consistent distance. And the camera is kind of like focused right on this little area here. Oh, if the background moves, like parallaxing, I guess? Like if the background moves at a different speed, yeah. I guess that'd be a little more complicated too, because then I would have to like animate all these other things moving at the same time. That would have been like cooler though. I don't know, I kind of wanted to keep it a little simple. So this is just like the skybox, and the clouds are just like painted all in place. And I thought about like painting like a flat drawing, just like stretched it across the whole thing, and that was too much work, I think. Yeah, it would make it look like she went faster. I don't know. I spent a long time working on it. I kind of didn't want to work on it anymore. I wanted to add like a lot more stuff to it, a lot more detail, but I also wanted to keep it a little simple. Like simple little low poly thing, and not have too many details. Like having like when the pepperonis are kind of like sliced, and no one's going to notice that, but it was just like a little unnecessary detail that I decided to do. Yeah, and that was like definitely a thing I wanted, where I wanted her to like interact with like the environment. So like, and you can't really see it, but sometimes she like moves out of the way of things. So like here she kind of like skates around the shopping bag bunny. But because of like how the perspective is, and it's just like a orthographic perspective, like if I did the camera where it wasn't orthographic, where everything's just like flat on, and you can't tell like if stuff gets closer or farther away, really. In perspective, it looks a lot different. You can see a lot more. You can tell like things get like closer or farther away. I decided to do orthographic because I didn't want to worry too much about like the perspective changing. So orthographic, I had to do like forced perspective, where this is like goes in a little bit more. It like tapers as it gets farther away from the camera, and things in the background a little smaller, I think. Oop. Is it? I don't remember if I did that or not. Anyway, yeah. I just did forced perspective with the orthographic camera, and let's see, you could film it twice. I guess so. I don't know. I kind of like feel like I don't want to work on this anymore, and this is just like me like putting like finishing touches on the project, and just like I like the initial thing that I was making this for, the whole collaborative thing. Kind of fell through. I guess like Derek didn't want to like have another thing on his plate along with his other projects, his Posy Picks projects and his Patreon content that he has to do. So he kind of like said like, well, I'm just gonna like put this project on hiatus or whatever. And I think I'm probably the only person done with my project, and there's the other people who are still working on theirs. So I just decided to just upload it myself. It is on my YouTube, by the way. Did we make a link to my YouTube, Salad? I don't remember. What's the best way to get a link to the YouTube? This is just like this whole jarbled mess of... I don't know, like... Yeah, I guess we didn't do one. I don't know if there's like a better way to do the YouTube URLs. Because it's Jade O Art, I think. Isn't it? I don't know. There's not really a share button. Oh wait, no, I can just share the video, right? Yeah. Well, it's still like a bunch of garbage. So here, just like straight right to the video, right there. You wanted to watch that? I don't know. Does anyone have any questions about it? I don't really know what would be interesting to show off other than just like the little models. Oh, I also like with the ears, except with the tail this time, I decided to like cut out a little hole in the chairs for their tails to sit to go through. Just like, oh, this is like how things would be designed in a bunny world, and I guess like the chairs were too tall, like their legs are dangling, but in order to see them over the wall, I just made the chairs taller. Yeah, the little dumpster bunny throws the little garbage bag in there. And I guess this is, it's just like clipping through. Yeah, it's just like flat panel, and it just kind of like goes in through the, yeah, clips through it and goes into the void. Yeah. And it just like hovers there. This is like what it looks like untextured. So like they do have like a smoothing texture on them. I wonder if I can turn that off. Wait, no, that would just be over here, right? Vertex. I don't remember this stuff. Oh wait, I just click on it. Yeah, shade flat. Okay, this is like what they look like flat shaded, and then this is what they look like smooth shaded. It kind of just like, I don't know if you can tell. I guess not, because like it's just like a flat texture. There's no like lighting or anything. And I think I forget how I turned that off where it doesn't have shading. Was that in over here? Oh, they also have an emission. Yeah, so I guess this is like with them being like how do I describe that? Like the sky is blue and it gives off light. So this is them like with that blue light going onto them. But like if I make them where their texture is an emission shader, their light that they're emitting is overpowering the light from the world and the environment texture. And I think everything has an emission, doesn't it? Maybe not. I thought it did. Anyway, I forget how I make this. I use this technique of like making flat shaded stuff for like nearly everything, all the low poly stuff I made, and now I forget how to do it. So I'm gonna have to relearn how to do all that shit. I just have not opened Blender in a long time. Let me see. Let's go into was it UV editor? Yeah, I think so. And then color palette. Yeah, so like everything here, this is like in the color palette right here. And all the pieces are just like dragged over into this color. So like if I take this, yeah, so like this is right here. And it's like in this little area here. So if I like take all of this and drag it into like this color here, and you can even see like the text going across it. This is UV mapping. And I can like drag it over here, make it this color, I can make it this blue color. And this is like how I made the objects colored. So like everything that's over here is over here in this area here. Like all the things that are this color are in this little square. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if I wanted to change the color of this, like if I like duplicated this building and I wanted to use this building for like something else, like the pizza parlor or whatever, I could just drag that part of the architecture to move it over to here, and now it's this color. And now this is like a completely different building with a different color scheme. If I wanted to change the color of that to pink, then this is like that section there. Make it red. I don't know if it will make the windows this color. Then I could do that. And that's pretty much how I colored everything in the scene. All the architecture, all the props. And pretty much just had like this one color palette where everything was like pulled from that. So it's like kind of like a limited color palette. Like the label is this color over here. The cup is like over here. So I wanted to make like a red cup. Oh, birds! Give a shout out to birds. Rating. Hell yeah! You wanna watch some animation? I guess I'll play the animation again soon. Let me revert, so I don't have to like undo everything. This is like a really busy window. Let me clear this up a bit. Are we gonna play Overwatch soon, Words? I don't know. Were you streaming Overwatch? Cause I want to stream Overwatch too. I think I'm almost done with this. Oh, you're not feeling it? Oh yeah, I can stream it if you don't want to stream it. Oh, Boots is down too? Fuck yeah, we got a team going on. Yeah, I could switch over to Overwatch soon. I'm just showing off this project file for this animation that I made. I can play the animation again soon. I don't know, was there any other questions about like the new people coming in? We can watch the animation real quick. Display capture. Okay, so this is my 3D animation made in Blender. And I'm just gonna play it right now. Oh, I need it from the beginning, that is. So there's the animation. A little 3D animation. I just thought of something. Well, I just thought of something. I think I did something cool with the straw. This really, really unnecessary detail. Let me see what all I did. I can bring up the shader editor. Did I do something cool for it? Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of a different product. Never mind. I just did like the same thing I did for everything else. This pizza, I think, is a... No, that's also just... Yeah, so it's very, very simple. Like, these are just like the pepperonis are just like little flat shapes that are just colored. Yeah. I'm just really proud of like this whole animation and like all the little props that I made. I guess I could have made a logo or something for that too. I don't know. And I wanted to make sure that I had like little things going on in like these little areas between the buildings. So some of them have like little fences and like little bushes or trees in the back, or dumpsters, little blocks of wood, or some buckets. Does the bucket do anything cool? Oh, it has like the little handle on it. Well, not that. Oh, I want to change it to individual? No, medium. So a little handle. It's easier to see here. It's like little simple little shapes, and it was really fun to like make all these props. I love making props. So the trees I made by just like extruding a vertice. Let me see if I can just make a plane and get it out of the way. And just like delete all but one vertice. And I'll just take this vertex and extrude it up. And I'll extrude it again and again and again. And I'll just like make like a little tree or bush shape. And let me just let me see. Yeah, make them all on the same plane here. And then what did I do from there? I was thinking it was like skin. Yeah. And that just like takes these little just like these vertices or little edges in between them and gives them like volume. And I can just like, I think it's control, no. Yeah, control A. And I don't want to do on the 3D cursor. Control A, and you can make them thicker or smaller, and you can, it's kind of easier to do it this way. Yeah, you see it better. And this is like, all this is just like vertices that have been extruded. And you don't have to worry about like, making this like a cube and then extruding the cube and then trying to get like the cube to like shear or whatever. This is like the simplest way to make trees. And I think it was like CG Cookie that I learned this from on YouTube. And you just like easily make a tree really quickly like that, and you can subdivide it, I think, in order to, right? How do I, oh, subdivision. Yeah, so make it a little more smoother. See how it's like not just a square anymore, it's like octagon, I think, maybe. And you can just like make it shade smooth. Give it a little more definition. Like this is like really easy low poly stuff. Yeah, I can make a salad prop for you, hell yeah. Okay, what's this? I'm gonna grab a drink quick and then hop on the Overwatch while y'all are down. Oh, is Jade still here? Jade, are you still here? Do you want to play Overwatch? Boots is already in Discord. She's ready to go. I'll make a little salad for you. Let me open like some other stuff that I've made. I love making food stuff. Where the fuck am I going? 3D modeling shortcut. Where's the I made like a little milkshake for my friend Krana on Tumblr. Yeah, Krana's milkshake. Here's the little milkshake that I made. The little strawberry and a little whipped cream and a straw. I love fucking making food. Look at this. This is so cute. Right? And here's like the texture for the whipped cream that I painted, and the straw is like one of those procedurally generated textures. Yeah, the strawberry, I painted that on. I did like the little painting for the leaves there. Can I bring up the little yeah, so here's the color palette, and then yeah, here's the painting that I did, the texture painting, which is also really annoying to do sometimes. Yeah, it's translucent. Yeah, a little translucent shader. And I added, like, here's the milk. This is like a strawberry milkshake. So, like, the little bits of strawberry in there. And, like, here's the shading for the glass. Here's the whipped cream swirl, the little leaves, the strawberry. And it's so fucking cute. I love making stuff like this. Let me open up. I think Jim is another Tumblr friend. I made him a little hamburger. It loaded. This like took a lot of time to make all the onions and the tomatoes and the pickles and the lettuce. And I painted the patty too, like all this texture, all this like stuff you're not going to see at all. I just love doing details. So I had like, I painted all this shit, and then you just like the bun just goes and covers it all. So I kind of did like that whole marketing thing where you push all the ingredients out where you can see them, like stuff it all to one side, where it's like just pouring out of all the stuff. Yeah, you can. Just pick it up and move it around. Yeah. So this is just like, this is a simple little thing that I made for him. This little rotating cheeseburger. A little texture painted cheeseburger. And I made it like where it's a little lighter at the top. Or I don't know, making it like shiny or some dusting of flour or something. Bun, the onions. Let me see, is this... Let me bring up the actual texture. My face is probably all red. I'm kind of like... yeah, okay, so here's the bun texture. And like, I even did like the little toasted around the corners. And then it has like the little air pockets or whatever it's called when you make bread. So like there's that, and that took a while for me to make, trying to get like different brushes to get that texture going. I know, right? And you can't see it at all. Here's the onion. Here's like the ribbing around the outside, which you can kind of see. The little layers. Here's for the patty, little drill marks and everything. Yeah, you know it's there. Here's the tomato. I know it's there. You know it's there. I guess the lettuce just... I didn't bother doing like... not veining, but whatever like leaves have. I didn't bother doing that stuff. Here's the pickles. Little pickles. Yeah. Yeah, I just like loves doing shit like this. Yeah, it was kind of like me like not doing it too realistic. Just like trying to make it a little stylized. What was another... Oh, I made some takoyaki too from someone on Tumblr. I don't remember their name. I have a lot of projects. Where's the takoyaki? I'm screen blind. There it is. No, I don't want to do painting. Here's a little takoyaki with like... Well, takoyaki is like these little fried dough balls with like bits of squid in them, and like some kind of like... I think these are supposed to be like pepper and seaweed and little green onion slices, and they're like on a stick, and they fry them in these kind of like spherical muffin pan looking deals, and they like close up, and then like they fry the like the little balls. They just like put a little bit on of that in... Oh wait, am I remembering this wrong? No, yeah, so it's like a muffin pan, or like a frying pan that's like a muffin pan, and you just like scoop in the stuff, put the filling in, and then like kind of like flip it over as it's like done cooking, kind of like make a little sphere of this like squid and dough stuff. I've never had it before, but it sounds pretty fucking good. Yeah, it has like little ball shapes. It's pretty cool. I watched people make it, just like researching on what this stuff looks like. What's some other cool stuff I could show? I need to show like one day like the game I tried to make. There's a 3D platformer that I tried to make with Unity. That would be really fun to show off. I don't think I want to show it off today, because I'm like, my face is all flushed and I'm kind of nervous and I want to play Overwatch. So I guess I could show like this little. Oh, this is fun. This little scene I made of my like OC character Polly, and she's like a little robot teacher. I guess it's like her story. So here's the little scene, and let me do this. Just load in all the textures here. Yeah, so she's like doing a little updating face. Can I change that to like her other face just so you can like see what she looks like? 'Cause I guess her thing is like she can like display like text or symbols on her face. And let me see, where's the screen? Oh, can I just like make this into nope, that doesn't work. Shoot. Oh wait. Yeah, so here it is. Here's all the little face icons. Yeah. Oh, you can't see that because it's not the right window. Display caps. Okay, here's all of like her little faces, and these are all from the game that I tried to make too. So like these little like emoticon like faces, and then they're also like where the mouths and the eyes are like animated separately sometimes. So I'll just like put in her normal face, which is just her smiling. And there's Polly, and she's got like a little magazine, CPU, 800 gigabytes. That's probably not a lot. I don't know what that chip is supposed to be. I don't know anything about computers, but and like here's all the little yeah. She's like, oh sorry, she's like updating, and I guess she's got this little wire coming out of the back of her head. She plugged in, and she's like charging or something, and there's like these little. This is her like her dedicated socket where she can is it socket? Electrical outlet, little dedicated outlet where the janitor like put her name on it. So like this is like her charging thing, a little label, and then like the labels for the little hardware drawer. And here's like spray bottles, little soap bottles, I guess like glass cleaning, maybe some bleach, some paper towels for dispensers, a little light bulbs, some boxes here. Maybe it's like braiding your own hair. I don't know. Oh, these are little cardboard boxes, and then this I just like took an actual image of a slip sign and put it on there. So it's even got like Rubbermaid on there. Oh, and I did like some little Lauren Ibsen, I guess, of the inside of the magazine, even though you don't fucking see it at all. But I like doing unnecessary details like that. And little pages, as you can see. And I think I wanted to like animate it where she like looks through and like kind of like turns the page, and that's why I put the text on the pages, but I never ended up doing that. And I guess I wanted to like have the little updating thing, and I guess I wanted to have it where the where this would like change from this. See, like the little ball spins, kind of like showing like, oh, it's working, the progress bar is moving. So I like had this set up where it was going to be like animating through there, like the little thing would like be like spinning around as she's updating. Oh, where's my face? There I am. Hi. So there's that. And this is just kind of like saving on resources where I cut out things that you don't see, and here's the like the lighting. And I kind of wanted to make it look like she was in a closet, so it wasn't like super bright, but you know, like enough lighting where you can like see what you're doing. And then like all the little low poly tools over here. The little pegboard, which is another one of those procedurally generated textures where like these are just little shapes, like evenly spaced and all the same. I tried to make them where like the pegs were the exact same size and like where the dots were, so it looked like they were going into the board. And I got little wrenches, little tape, screwdriver, little pliers. This is probably like the most detailed prop. Maybe the wrench. I wanted to do like a screw for the well, whatever bit there, but it's just like some rings. I couldn't figure out how to make it screwed, and I don't know, it's probably like more detailed than I wanted to do. I like how the lighting makes this shelving shady. Yes, I do like it too. And it's really just like these lights are giving up all the light, I think. I don't think there's any other lighting source in here. Let me see. Oh, am I a liar? Where's that? No, yeah, it's just these two lights, and her face, I think, also gives off some light. Yeah, if I can turn those off. Yeah, her face, like, glows in the dark a little bit, so it gives a little bit of lighting. Yeah, it's really nice lighting system Blender has. I really like this program. And it is free, and it's a free program, and there's tons of resources on YouTube, and I don't know, go like Skillshare if you wanted to do like pay for this stuff. It's like I am self-taught. I taught myself how to do everything. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. CG Cookie, Blender Guru, Darian Lyle, I think, is another person that I watched to like how to make characters. It's like I have like a different version of this. This one's a little more cleaned up, but like Poly is like I think the third thing I ever modeled, and so like you can kind of see. Oh, she's like missing a lot of her back just to like cut down on rendering time. She's basically just like a bunch of cubes and triangles and circles. Like her legs are the most, well, maybe her hands, maybe her legs are the most complicated shape in her. She's pretty simple, and it's just kind of like how I drew her first. Like she was a 2D character before I decided to make a 3D model out of her. So, and she's kind of inspired by like Dexter's Laboratory, kind of like the big gloves and like the simpler shapes that Genndy Tartakovsky makes his characters out of. A little bit of Steven Universe where like Garnet is basically like just a circle and then two big shoulders, and then she has like her thighs, which are like an actual organic shape and not just like simple geometry. It's like this is like my kind of character design aesthetic, just like simple shapes, simple colors, like just the red and like the white and the gray and the skin tone. Yeah, this is like the Poly, and you can't see it here, so let me see if I can open up where she does have like her head. Oh, is this like, yeah, okay, so this is like her model, and you can see it's like it's her, this little serial number or product number or whatever is QT314, and if anyone gets that, like put it down in the chat, and if anyone knows like what that is like referencing or like what that means, write it down in the chat, because I think I'm really proud of just how silly that is. Get this camera out of here. And this is kind of like how I animated her. Yes, Cutie Pie! Salad! I fucking knew you would get it because you're so smart and clever. QT Pie, yes. Like, that's her model number, is QT Pie. Okay, so this is how, like, I animated her, and it should be sticking to... I don't know how to explain how this works, but it works. And it's just, like, I can, like, animate her mouth depending on, like, what part of this little sprite sheet that the bone is on. And I forget what it's called. It's like UV warp. UV warp is how you do this. And I learned this from like a guy that showed how to do this on like a Lego figure that he modeled, and like have the mouth animate and with just like moving around this texture. So like it's just using this bone to reference what's being projected on her face. So like if the bone is over the smile, it's projecting the smile onto her polygon. And if it's like, this is really like the little mouth movements, like I think this is like F, and then I forget the other letters, but these are just like little mouth shapes when she's speaking. I never like actually did any lip syncing, but this is like how I would have done it. And the eyes are also the same, so like I can move it over here, and she's like blushing and blinking and blushing, and then angry and angry and blinking, and then like doing like a and she's like, I like say laughing, ha 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 ha, or she's in pain, and she's like, oh, that fucking hurt, shit. That's not how she would talk, or like she's just laughing like that. And she has like a little satellite dish, which was part of the game, and so like she would use like the, I'll show you when I show you the game, and I'll explain to like how like her backstory, and I never really got into it that much, but I guess she gets replaced by this newer model, like, so like there's Polly, her, and what was the other one? Sprite. Polly and Sprite. And they're replaced by Pixel and Vector, which are like the newer models in the school. And they're like teachers. Like she's like a history teacher and a math teacher, and then Sprite is like a gym teacher and something else, I forget. And like they're old and outdated. They get replaced by these newer robots. And then she's like, well, what do I do now? And the janitor's like, you should retire. You should go on vacation, see other planets or whatever, because they're like in the future, of course. And so it's like she wants to go to this planet, and there's this guy, kind of like this Han Solo type, except maybe like more like Zach Brannigan or Captain Quark. And he's like, I'll take you on this like planetary cruise on his like really shitty rundown ship, and just so cheap she just goes for it. And then like he ends up crashing the ship on some other planet that's like deserted and run by these feral robots, and she basically has to go around and like gather the parts of the ship to repair it to like get off the planet. And the captain that she hired is just like fucking useless. It's just like, we're doomed, we're screwed, we're gonna die here. And she's just like, well, I have to fucking do it all myself, I guess. And she uses the satellite dish to like find the parts. And like that was like one of the game gameplay mechanics, where you would just hold the button down and it would like circle around her head, and then when she came to within the proximity of the part that you needed to find, the satellite would like stop and like point towards what you're looking for, and just kind of like track it. And if you got too far away, it would like start spinning again. And like her face would also animate like this little sonar kind of like little animation on her face. And I was really fucking proud of like all of this was working, like the tracking, the objects, the little animations on her face was all working. But it just got too much, where I just got the debugging also, just like trying to get the C# scripts to work and everything, just a big hassle. I was being way too ambitious on my with how my knowledge of how the Unity worked and how C# worked. But I'll show you like some other stream, like the game, the prototype, I guess, that I have of that. So anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll play the animation again one more time, just because that's why I'm doing this stream. I'm screen blind again. Where the fuck? 3D modeling. And oh, you can't see this. Okay, good. See all my files. I'm gonna play the animation one more time, and then I'll probably end the stream. And if anyone else has any more questions about like stuff, if you want me to like make a salad for you, like a low poly salad, I will fucking do that. It might take a while because I have to like essentially relearn how to do stuff in Blender, but I can do that for you, absolutely. Make a little model. Yeah, I'll play this one more time, and then I'm gonna get going on Overwatch if people still want to play that. Okay, so here's the animation one more time. The music is by Freakochet, which is Freako Tweets on Twitter and Freakochet on Bandcamp, and all that stuff is in the description of the video on YouTube. Yeah, there you go. Oh, they stream? Oh shit, I follow them. I forgot. Yeah, I don't think she's been streaming recently, but yeah, she is a composer. She has a Bandcamp. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Salad. Yeah. So that's my YouTube channel, and you can find this video and some other things that I've made in Blender. I have some, like, makeup advertisements where I, like, hired a voice actor on Fiverr. And I also made, like, a popsicle commercial that also has some voiceover in it. And, yeah, I'm really proud of the stuff I have on there. You can go watch it. I don't know if I'm going to have any more stuff coming up in there anytime soon. I haven't really been working on Blender or anything that's like would result in a video file. So thank you everyone for watching. Salad, Erica, Nico, Birds, thank you for the raid. Nico, thank you for the host. Yeah, so that's my little animation. That's what I wanted to do in this stream. I think I'll end the stream and then resume the stream just so like this is separate from Overwatch, and you can like watch that VOD and not have like, I don't know, a 4-hour video with like a bunch of Overwatch at the end. So yeah, so I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna come back later, play some Overwatch. Let me see if people are. Yeah, we got Boots, Jade, Nico, and Burns are playing or in the Yeah, is anyone streaming? I need to rate someone. Oh wait, no, I'm coming back. Never mind. I'm not fucking rating anyone. I'm gonna start streaming again. So this is bye for this part of the stream, and I'll come back and start a new stream where I'm playing Overwatch. So I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna use the restroom and start the stream up when I get back. Okay. So thanks everyone for watching that part of the stream. You want to stay by for some Overwatch? That'll be cool too. Yeah, and then new me Jade, and then we'll have a second Jade. We'll have Jade 2 in a little bit. Oh, hey, go make some tea. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back, everyone. I'm just going to restart the stream. Thank you for watching the Blender thing with my animation.